Good morning and welcome back to Magic Mysteries. I am Nina Diedrich and I am here to welcome you back yet again for another day. We are going to be discussing the winds of change today. Excuse me. As most of you know, we had a new moon at about 11:20 p.m. last night Pacific time, and that was in Sagittarius. So we are all kind of letting our arrows fly today and seeing where they go. Um, Also, this is going to be when our huge expansion energy starts, because uh, not only are we starting a 5 month cycle of full moons at 0 degrees in various signs, but also eclipse season is going to be starting up again, I believe, the end of January. I'm pretty sure the end of January. And we have a whole bunch of new stuff coming up here on the channel, that's for sure, too. If you haven't had a chance to go check out the overview for the new Magic tribe, I highly suggest you do. I'm going to be releasing 5 daily PDFs, a raw vegan recipe, a spell, a home remedy, a journal page, and oh crap, what was the last one? And it was also give me 2 seconds. It also is going to come with a to-do list and a daily schedule planner too is going to come with that too. So you're going to get pretty much like 5 planner pages every day. Hello, husband, I love you. And so that's super exciting, on top of the private Facebook group. And then you're also getting access to the tarot course that I'm including in that as well, along with 6 live streams a week that are private and only for the Magic tribe. So make sure you go and sign up for that. It's only $22 a month, everyone. I think that's more than enough stuff for your money. So I hope to see all of you joining me for that new journey. We're doing 365 days of Magic for 2019, and I'm pretty excited to share this journey with all of you who have been sharing my journey so far. And also, February 14th is going to be 1 year for the channel, so I'm pretty excited. And stay tuned in February for a free giveaway. All right, so let's get started with today, because the winds of change are definitely blowing. Here it feels like they're practically trying to blow our house down. The wind's been so insane. So our wind activation card definitely has come in. So let's start off today with our Earth Magic Oracle deck. Stephen D. Farmer. I'm just going to pick one card and we'll read his definer, and then we'll use that to get started with our day today. Give me one card today, please. Okay, I'm going to take that one, because the other ones just flew across the floor. Make sure I got them all. Okay. All right. I like this card. Okay, so today we get the Forest card, which is the one about remembering to breathe. I often forget to breathe too. I don't know if you guys ever notice that about yourselves, but when you get anxious, you hold your breath. Try to keep that in mind today. There may be a message for you in that. I'm not sure. Hello, Taylor. I love you. Kiss Miss Victoria for me. All right, let's find the Forest card. I went way past it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so as we make our way across the meadow to the thicker parts of the forest, there's a subtle shift in the sensations in the body. One that might initially be barely perceptible, but soon becomes undeniable. It's nearly impossible not to take deeper breaths. The richness of the forest's oxygen, given freely and generously from the trees, the standing ones, to us is a natural exchange for the carbon dioxide we release every time we exhale. Further, the animals of the forest participate in this exchange as well in what is one of the most miraculous and remarkable collaborations between plants and animals that serve to help each other live and thrive. The ratio of this oxygen carbon dioxide exchange has been in balance for millennia, but has been changing quite dramatically in the last several years as carbon dioxide levels have been rising. Yet there are many parts of the world where we can still enjoy the refreshing and revitalizing effects of an afternoon, enjoying the sights, sounds, and smells of a walk in the forest. Through prayer and action, we can express our gratitude to these tree beings for their many gifts they provide, not the least of which is contributing to the very air we breathe. Things are different after a walk in the forest. This card is telling you your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes this shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if this is habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates certain physiological signals that prepare your system for fight or flight. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath, and this is your survival response, although it does not serve you to do so. So breathe. Inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, or problems. Then let it go. Next, allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower a few times. Remember that every breath you inhale is a gift, and every breath you exhale is a gift. The forest is a clear reminder of how this works. It's also a clear reminder about how the synergy in the universe works. And when one little piece of the whole is off, then all of the whole is off. So we really need to be looking to each other too as well in this process and making sure that other people are also sticking to the same wavelength. Because the more people we can get to breathe in unison with Gaia, the faster we'll all ascend and the easier and more effortless it will be for all of us. So let's get a Divine Wisdom card first. I believe Spirit has a message for us today. And these are by Neil Donald Walsh, the creator of the Conversations with God series. That was a 4-month book project we did. That was pretty fun. Oh, nice. Okay, I haven't seen this one yet. There is nothing scary about life if you are not attached to results. Remember, we want to attach to life itself, not to the results that we think we should get. Plus, it has a pretty epic meadow picture, too. So, remember, guys, life is not scary as everybody makes it out to be. People only do that to perpetuate the fear, and that's not what we want to do, is it? Right? Me too, Taylor. All right, let's get one from The Universe Has Your Back, or however many she decides to give us. And this deck is by Gabrielle Bernstein, and she is the author of The Universe Has Your Back, and then she did a little reminder deck, which has tons of good affirmations in it, so I like to use them still, even though we're done with the book. And let's get one. Nice. Okay, so this is about our faith. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So this is about us transmuting our old feelings into something new, which for a lot of us is really just about ditching our fear, our doubt, and our lack of self-worth, really. Because we've all been kind of told that life is a scary place, and It made us fearful to go out into it. But now we're getting a distinct message from source that there's nothing scary about life as long as you're not attached to what happens. So I think this is about coming back to our sense of wonder and really bringing it back to the fact of being excited every morning when you wake up about what could possibly happen and not bringing your fear into it. Um, let's talk to the affirmators deck next. And we will. Then I'm going to pull some from the Deviant Moon, I think. There's one right there. And this one. And that one. All right. So here is how we are going to remind ourselves that there is nothing scary about life. We're going to get back in touch with our sense of magic and our sense of generosity so that we can all reach our ultimate potential. Okay? So magic says, I believe in magic and I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. Because miracles happen every day. And they're natural, right? Generosity says, I give generously to those around me no matter how much or how little I have. I know there's more than enough to go around. And that is the key to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. And who wants to be that guy? Life is about joy and having fun. And so try to not be the stick in the mud, because otherwise you'll never reach your ultimate potential. Because ultimate potential says, I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? Looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. Not that it doesn't have its purpose, but maybe that's not what we should be listening to all the time. And maybe we need to start singing our own song as well, so that the universe knows that we are actively participating in this journey and we're not just along for the ride. Because who wants to just go where somebody else wants to take you? Don't you want to be the director of your own vehicle? I know I do. So let's get into the Deviant Moon. And I'm going to get clarifiers for each of these cards. We're going to start with the Forest card. Clarifier for the Forest card, please. Okay, so for the Forest card, we get the Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords, which tells me that we've really been debating a really serious decision, and we may still not be ready yet to quite make it. It could be something having to do with maybe a job. It could also have to do with maybe something that you've been wanting to pursue, like school or something like that, but you feel like maybe you're too old or you're not old enough or you're too inexperienced or you have too much experience, or it's something along those lines where you're talking yourself out of doing something that you really want to do over small, tiny fears that really have nothing to do with it in the grand scheme of things. So make sure you're not being this little guy sitting on the step, bemoaning his fate and thinking that he doesn't have a choice in the matter. You do have a choice. Everyone does. Let's get one for There's Nothing Scary About Life. We get the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands tells us that something is indeed coming our way and quickly, and it may be something that's extremely life-changing. So watch out for this message. The Magic card, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. Let's get one for that. Not that I really think that needs a clarifier, but we did pull out this star, which tells me maybe we're a little bit off balance and maybe we're putting our feet too much in the water or too much in the grounding of the earth, and maybe we need to just balance that out a little bit more. A little bit more fun, a little less seriousness, or maybe a little less fun and a little more seriousness, depending on your situation. And Magic says the Hanged Man. So we are going to find our magic and our enlightenment. So make sure you're really solid about where it is that you want to go and who it is you want to be. Because that is what is going to be happening. The universe only says yes. Remember that. Generosity, the card is the moon. So make sure you're not self-sacrificing just because you think you should. This is not about being greedy or not. This is about making sure that your needs are met first so that your cup can overflow into the ones around you. This is not about giving from an empty cup, not even a half full cup or a 3/4 full cup or an evenly full cup. This is about giving from the overflow only, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So all this shit that we've been given about how good people are self-sacrificing and give up everything they have is really bullshit. And it kind of puts the rest of us in a position where we're like, well, maybe I don't want to be good. I like things. I don't know. I like my hot water. I like being able to get on the internet and look up anything I want. I don't want to give up these things. I just want to simplify my life more or something along those lines. I know where a lot of us are really starting to kind of get to this point. And our ultimate potential comes out with one of my favorite cards, the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. This is your genie coming out of the bottle. But what you're not realizing is the genie is really your higher aspect. This is not somebody else that he's talking to right now, but himself. So the only one that's going to be able to bring you your fondest wishes and dreams is the only one who knows them, you. So make sure you're being honest and authentic with yourself, and then honest and authentic with everyone else. Because then the universe can be honest and authentic about what it brings to you. Because remember, the universe never says no to us. It only brings us what we ask for. And if we're constantly telling the universe that, well, we're unworthy and we have all these needs and wants and all of this other stuff, then the universe is realizing, hey, maybe they're never going to be happy if they're always asking for things. So try to start with gratitude instead. And make a list every morning when you get up about every single thing that you're grateful for, because tomorrow the thing you forgot may be the thing that you wake up without. So there's one for you, isn't it? So our winds of change today are bringing in a really distinct thought. Remember, when you don't go within, you go without. So if you're not being honest and authentic with you, how do you expect anybody to know what the fuck it is that you need? Right? They can't be. Because you're not being true to you. So nobody else can be true to you either. Because what you give out is what you get back. Times 10. So if you're giving out dishonesty, well, that's what you're going to get back. So make sure you're always being honest and authentic in every interaction, especially with yourself. And then the universe will be honest and authentic with you, and your whole world will change. And it all starts with taking a deep breath and realizing there is enough for everyone, and lack is an illusion. And so is fear. Because remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. Let's get out of the matrix, guys. Our time there is over, and it's time for us all to level up. But we can't do that until we get rid of this sense of unworthiness that we're still carrying. It's a karmic cycle. End it. It does not have to continue. You have a choice every day. So be who you want to be today. And fuck what everybody else thinks. Because what everybody else thinks doesn't matter. You are the creator of your reality, not someone else. So all that really matters is what you think of you, and then the world will respond accordingly. So if you don't like what you see today, change it. Because the winds of change have come. And they're taking with it everything we give them. So make sure you're giving them the things you don't want and not the things you do. All right? Remember, from me and Magic Mom Ministries, we love, appreciate, and are in full support of all of you. And I love you more than you'll ever know. Thank you for joining me yet again. And I'll be right back with our last and final day of the Soul Coaching series by Denise Lynn. And tonight we'll be back again with our next reading of James Redfield's book, the second in the Celestine Prophecy series, The 10th Insight. So, welcome to all of you. Also, if I forgot to say it at the beginning, to all you new Magic Tribe members, I love to see us growing every day. And don't forget to comment. I love to see them. And I always try to comment back to everyone. So, I'll see you in just a little bit. Bye now.